Greetings, my name is John Gabriel and this is a new calculus channel. So in a previous video I talked about the fact that it doesn't make sense to define a third as 0.333, and I've been trolled by some moron called David Samuel, who's basically just, he says this here, he says, what does he say? Let's go back here. He said he made the most phenomenally safe jumbo jet in the world, and the Boeing 777, and then he claims that his aquarium work appears in commercials for Atlantis every week. I mean, I've come across these trolls so many times, it's just, it's mind-numbing. So anyway, forget about this idiot. Let's look at a very simple proof, a very simple, common sense reasoning why it is absolutely insane to say that 0.333 dot 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 represents only 1/3, okay? And no other real number. So the big stupid who are mainstream mathematics academics claim that every real number corresponds to an infinite decimal expansion, and that one such expansion cannot represent two different real numbers. In other words, 0.333 dot 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 can only represent 1/3, right? So let's humor the idiots. When does 0.33 dot 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 become different to innumerably many other rational numbers I can show? Okay, so after 1 billion digits, after 1,000 trillion digits? No, because for any finite representation you give me, I can show you innumerably many other numbers with the same n significant digits in the same n places. Then you retort that for 1/3, it will always be a 3. However, I respond that you cannot say the same for pi or square root 2. Therefore, this "it will always be a 3" is a bogus argument. Okay, it's null and void. You cannot show me even one expansion that cannot represent two different real numbers. In other words, any expansion you give me can represent innumerably many different real numbers. How does that work? Well, let's see. So, if you believe the drivel that your college professors and lecturers tell you, that every real number has an infinite decimal expansion. So if you say, for example, in this case, that you can say, well, up to there, you've got 0.333 and all these are 3s, and I can just say, okay, we'll take that and just add another digit at the end there. Add another 3. Who cares? So you see, you cannot give me, or 4, or 5, or 6, right? You cannot give me a single representation that doesn't. And if you say, well, these will always be 3s, well, I could say the same here, or I could retort that in this case, yeah, you cannot give me something that will always be the same there, right? And you cannot do that either with square root of 2, can you? You crank. You mentally ill mainstream mathematics professor. Do you get it? You can't do that, right? Okay, so coming back to this, gasping, you grasp your last straw and you say, at infinity they're different. And then I smack you on your stupid head to bring you back to reality and remind you that infinity is a super task, meaning it can't be done, okay? You cannot say 0.333 with infinite number of threes. There is no such thing, you absolute imbeciles, you morons. Your brains are filled with syphilis. They've always been filled with syphilis. Get over it. Think about what I'm telling you. I'm a genius. And what are you? A fucking moron. Well, if you're not already a subscriber, become one. Follow me on academia.edu. Click like on my YouTube channel and tell your friends and your teachers and everybody you know about. Till next time, I'm John Gabriel. Goodbye.